What's going on, guys? Welcome finally to a overview video for the new Dean Ambrose Powerhouse Return to Society. We're going to go over the Blitz and what I currently prefer and how I run them. As you can see on the video itself, I'm using the purple green for the moves, and then Warrants and the Giant as the trainers. And as you see here, what I just said. The reason for this is I know people will try to be like, hey, why aren't you running Rusev? Why aren't you running the one Red MP? Because there's a bunch of multiplied guys in the Blitz. I don't run the Red MP currently in the Blitz because the odds of the opponent getting multiplied gems out is very low. I can end the match before they get them out. The only person I would probably have a use for it on would be Finn Balor, and that's the final match, and even then, I'm not worried about it. The other thing I don't use Rusev, and that is because I have the Blitz perk completely maxed out to level 6, so because of that perk, I generate 5 more blast gems, so instead of generating 1 normally, I now generate 6, and with the Giant, I can destroy 4 of those 6. So, not only that, he has a month bonus that will end on June 1st, and currently that is moves that generate red will create 2 more, so that green move, which is the hook and ladder, I get not just 4, I get 6 random reds that go on the board. So, overall, I do think this is a much better build. If I didn't have the Blitz perk, I would not run the Giant, I would run Rev, but I definitely would run this moveset because the likelihood that you are going to even face someone with multiply gems is kind of low, so it wouldn't really bother me to not have that one red MP. And with this build, for Blitz, it's perfect. You can, run it, as unleveled, so the Blitz is even easier for you. You can level these moves up, but not level up the finisher or the other red move. Put those on Ambrose when you start Blitz, and then switch the moves out and make Blitz walk in the park. I don't care for that, and so far I really don't have any regrets for doing that. It seems that I can do this pretty easily and not really have any issues. Like, obviously you can't control what could happen on a random, board, but overall, I usually can beat the opponents in this Blitz in 2 or 3 turns, given that on turn 1 I have a purple match. So, kind of not that bad. Overall, I think if you don't take Blitz into account, then I think Ambrose would be considered a mid-tier powerhouse. I do think I would still run the purple green that I have currently, and instead of the Giant, I would run Rusev on him. I think Rey Mysterio would help out Ambrose if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but I know Rey Mysterio would probably help him out with his, I think coach ability. So after Blitz, we may go check out Rey Mysterio just to see what his training ability is. But I think for most people, a lot of people won't be able to get Rey Mysterio, so I think Giants would be what I have. Just instead of Giant, I would run Rusev. And compared to other powerhouses, I would, like I said, I would say mid-tier. Not the greatest, but it's definitely not the worst. Like, one match and on turn 2, you're good to go with both your purples. And that's really all you need for this build is the purples is what gets you the damage. Other than that, the green is just there for bonus and luck. But if I get asked, hey, would you take Ambrose or like the Phenom? Odds are I would probably say Phenom for sure. But say you pull Ambrose at 4-star, and that's your first 4-star, definitely not a bad 4-star to have. I do think he would definitely help out. That, again, completely opinionated, obviously. Other people would probably say touch him, but I'm also the person that has 6 at 4-star silver, and I also have the Phenom at 4-star bronze, so I have 2 purple MP steel guys. Do I need to? Not really, but I do. I prefer 6 over Phenom, but, well, that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is this dude Ambrose. Personally, I like him. Will I take him to 4-star? I'm not gonna say I won't. I probably will at some point. I have the major tokens that are needed, like the weight. Is it the weight or the dumbbell? I think it's the dumbbell. Whatever the 4-star silver token is, I can't remember off the top of my head. But that I have enough of to take it from 3-star silver to 4-star bronze. I just don't know if I should. I probably shouldn't. But I do like having characters no one else is probably gonna mess with. Cause like, you all see the normal stuff. You see Eddie Guerrero, Andre the Giant, Doink, Zombie Oz, X-Pac. Like, those are the ones that personally I see the most of. You may see a couple others that are different than that, but for me, those are the ones I see a lot of. So, do I want to be like everyone else? Not really. That's why I'm seriously considering taking someone like Ambrose up to 4-star, because it's different. I know, Benny, if you know who Benny is, he took Daniel Bryan up to 4-star, which I thought was awesome. I love seeing people go a different route. Eventually I would get bored if it was, the same Zombie Austin as the powerhouse. So, I have Zombie Austin at 3 star gold. If I wanted to, mess with it and focus on it, I could take him to 4 star. Could I have, the tokens to do it, but I don't want to sit there and just stun my opponent over and over. I just don't think that's fun. I know it's smart, but not for me. Which is why I think with that logic, I'm probably going to go with Ambrose as my next 4 star powerhouse. Popular? No. But why not? I personally like him. I felt the same way about 6 when I used him in, what, March? And I had a blast. No pun intended with us using Ambrose, but I really enjoyed him and pulled him at 2 star silver. And then I just took him all the way up to, freaking 4 star silver. So I took him up a bit from where it initially was. And that's a lot of tokens, but TP-wise, all the shards I got from the briefcase, torch pulls, and some of the fuse ups that I got from action greatly helped out with. Alright, I don't know why I went Ninja Blue. Greatly helped out that decision. But, here you go. If you're wondering about Ambrose, I know I went on a tangent there. If you're wondering about Ambrose, kinda saw it. I know it wasn't in Showdown, but he's good, in my opinion. He's not great, he's not bad, but he's good. I think if you don't have a powerhouse at the moment, or you already have powerhouses at 4 star silver, not someone bad to invest in for the event, or just as an overall character to use if you get tired of using anyone else. That's just my opinion. I personally like using this Ambrose. Let me know what you think. Do you have any plans to use him? Are you just gonna leave him unleveled and not bother with his Blitz or Tour? And not only that, but with what you see on screen right now, leave suggestions. Actually, I'm gonna change that. What you see on screen for 4 stars. We're gonna start out with that. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial on any of the 4 stars I currently have. If you do, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and get that video out. Other than that, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video.